Sometimes we don't have a direct conversion factor from one unit to another. Let's suppose, for example, that for some reason we wanted to write 2 weeks in minutes. Now, I don't know how many minutes there are in a week. I do know that 1 week equals 7 days. And I know that 1 day equals 24 hours. And I know that 1 hour equals 60 minutes. And so this string, I know how many days in a week, how many hours in a day, and how many minutes in an hour, lets me convert from weeks to minutes in several steps. Let's see how that goes. I start with my 2 weeks over 1. Now I want to get rid of weeks. My goal is to get minutes. But I can't get minutes directly. I don't have any 1 week equals such and such minutes. But I can get to a smaller unit, days. So now I'm rid of weeks. I've got a number of days. Now from days I could go back to weeks, but that's a bigger unit. I don't want that. Or I could go down to hours. Hours must be the way to go. So I want to get rid of days. And I guess I'm stuck bringing in hours. 1 day is 24 hours. So days are going to cancel. And now, now I can get rid of hours and bring in minutes. 1 hour is 60 minutes. So, wow, this is going to be a lot of arithmetic, right? I'll have 2 times 7 times 24 times 60 all over 1, so I can ignore it. Minutes. Now answering the question is just a matter of arithmetic. 2 times 7 is 14. 14 times 24. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 1 is 2. So 14 times 24 is 336 times 60. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 3 is 18, 19, 20, 21. 6 times 3 is 18, 19, 20. And then the extra 0 at the end. So 2 weeks is 20,160 minutes. So that involved a lot of multiplication. The arithmetic was awkward, not very pleasant. But as far as setting up the conversion factors, we just had to follow our nose. The first thing we had to do was decide if we wanted to go bigger to smaller or smaller to bigger. And then we had to keep going, trying to find the desired unit. So let me give you an example to try, and I'm going to provide you just a whole bunch of equivalences off to the side. Convert 3/4 of a gallon to teaspoons. And here are the conversion factors you can use. 1 tablespoon is 3 teaspoons. 1 cup is 16 tablespoons. 1 pint is 2 cups. 1 quart is 4 cups. 1 gallon is 4 quarts. You probably won't need to use all of these facts to set up your conversion factors. Pause the video and try this now. All right. A gallon, looking at this, is clearly bigger than a teaspoon. So we're going from a bigger unit to a smaller unit. We'll have 3/4 gallons. times. Well, from gallons I can only go to quarts. I have 1 gallon is 4 quarts. From quarts I can go back to gallons, but that's going from smaller to bigger. Or I can go down to cups. I must want to go down to cups. So 1 quart is 4 cups. There we go. From cups, I can go up to pints or quarts. I can go down to tablespoons. Pints and quarts are both bigger, so I want to go down to tablespoons. And then, from tablespoons I can go to teaspoons. 1 tablespoon is 3 teaspoons. Okay, let's make sure all of this works out. Gallons cancel. Quarts cancel. Cups cancel. Tablespoons cancel. I'm left with teaspoons. Hooray, that was what I wanted. So let's see how these numbers work out. We'll have 3 times 4 times 4 times 16 times 3 all over 4 times a whole bunch of 1s. And I think a factor of 4 is going to cancel out. Oh, this is going to be a number of teaspoons. So I'll have 3 times 4 is 12 times 16 times 3 teaspoons. 12 times 16, 6 times 2 is 12, 6 times 1 is 6, and 1 is 7. 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 1 is 1. I get 192. Can't forget the 3. So that's going to be 6, 27, 5. 576 teaspoons. 3/4 of a gallon is 576 teaspoons.